Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Amalgamash, and this is Sim Class, a game that you can play in your browser made in RPG Maker MV using the MV3D plugin. This game was made by L.A. West, who is a doctorate student, and they like to make games using RPG Maker for educational purposes, which I think is extremely noble and a great use of the MV3D plugin. Certainly, kind of goes above and beyond game reviewers, so that's exactly the area that I like to tackle. And this is a simple class management simulation where the player, which is the teacher, can impact a few effective and cognitive characteristics of NPC students through certain teaching actions. So we are going to be a teacher, and we're going to be teaching these 4 students, but we're also going to be like using we're going to be making decisions to try to affect their behavior in positive ways. Let's see if I would make a good teacher out there in the 3D school world. I wonder if it will stay in full screen. That's not really full screen, but you know, I'll adjust the video in post to make it seem like it. Welcome. In this simulator, you can interact with students. Press Shift if you hear a student act out, then press the up arrow to tell them something. If you see the clock symbol, students are listening. If a student is in a negative state, you will see an icon in the top right. Okay, test student. By the way, I have no idea how this is going to go. Oh, that was them.
Wow, this is boring.
They all said, wow, this is boring. I swear, I thought that was my voice. I thought I had hit play on another video or something. I'm like, I don't remember anything ever being boring. What the heck? Click on the student or press enter while facing the student to ask them a question. What type of student is this? I don't know what these mean. Oh, am I choosing their stats? Is that focus, attention, acuity? I really don't know. Let's give you... Please pose a question to the student. Oh, well, there's me. Aren't I a cute person? Press and enter text to say and press enter when done. How are you today? That'll work. A ball was launched. That's not what I said. A ball was launched in the air from 0 feet and landed 20 feet away. How can you find out when the ball was at its highest altitude? I would find out what it is halfway. Was the student's answer clear? I think it was clear. Check their answer again. It may have parts that are unclear. I'm the teacher. I get to decide that it was clear. We'll check for clarity. What is your strategy to solve this? Oh, I see what you mean by that. I would find out what it is halfway. Was the student's answer clear? No. Try asking a question for clarification. What? Can you clarify, LOL? Oh, I would find the total time, then divide that by 2. Answer is clear now, for sure. Yes. Is the answer completely correct? Now that I don't know, because I'm just a teacher, and I need to look in the book to find out if that answer is correct. Try to elicit the student's reasoning. So it doesn't matter what you say in the text box. I mean, that's my answer. I don't know what else to say. Try to model active thinking. Oh my gosh. Act, think, model. Oh, I see. I would first assume the ball travels in a parabolic trajectory, so the vertex is its highest point. Dividing the time by 2 would show me the highest point. Great demonstration of active thinking. They were interested in the class, and they were generally attentive. Hooray! For me, I'm a fantastic teacher. The student was not willing to think actively, but they were understanding the material presented in class. You help the student's active thinking by modeling how to ask deeper questions. Okay, so this is stuff that you might not necessarily think about, I guess. Oh no. Can we go to another student? No. Stop. I don't want to bug this kid anymore. You're telling me that I can't... So is there any way to just move on? You're not going to let me. That's a bit of a bummer. I get that it's putting you in the scenario, but it becomes a disingenuous experience then if I can't actually move on. So we will try one more time. There we go. Is there just one student? Okay, I see now. Check this out. Why did I do that? Hi there. What type of student is this? So you get to tell what kind of student it is. You get to put in, and these might be things that are obvious to anybody out there who does teach, perhaps at a specific level. Maybe these letters and symbols mean something that they aren't meaning to me. But I guess it's going to be the same question every time. Oh, he's just straight up bored. I don't know. Assess the attitude. Assess student's answer. Let's do okay. This is the meat of it. This is the meat of the game. Try diagnosing the problem. Clarify the question. Let's try that. Because you might know what it is, and maybe I just didn't ask it right. What information would we need to find, and how much... Gosh, I don't know why I can't speak and read at the same time. What information would need to find, and how would you use it to see how much time has passed when the ball is at its highest position? Oh, I see what you're asking. I would find out how long it took to land on the ground, then divide that time by 2. Okay, so it was clear, but we have to elicit reasoning now, right? Elicit. I mean, that's my answer. I don't know what else to say. Now we model the act of thinking. Okay, so a teaching simulation, and we just have a rough sort of paradigm that we have control over. And it kind of seems to follow the same. I wonder what that does. That must influence the variable somehow. But it follows the same set of questions, and there might be a little bit of variation depending on the stats that you start them out with, but that's clear enough for me. I'm gonna stop here. I wanted to call out LA West for making some really neat I just wanted to call out LA West for using this software to make things that could be genuinely helpful. Space Clause, this is a game for practicing ACT and SAT punctuation, and it looks like it has adaptive support and tracking of individual concept skill levels. That's something that we haven't seen in the other games. Stress Trainer, an amplitude-controlled side-scroller. Regnum Sine Aqua, a game for building Latin noun, declension, and verb conjugation skills. Sim eLearn and Tone Up. So something to check out if you're interested in e-learning and trying to work with software to make things that are educational. I do know that it's something that a lot of developers kind of struggle with, because there seems to be this glass wall that once you get through it, your ability to gauge what's fun kind of disappears, and you're more focused on how to teach. So the teaching and the fun are things that are difficult to make shake hands, but it can be done. And there's some things out there that are a lot less, how shall I say it, a lot less obvious that they're trying. And sometimes you do have to be sneaky anyway. But I say all this as a homeschooling parent. It's not an easy task to make learning fun. So that is definitely a challenge that if a developer is willing to take it on, they have my total respect. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something. Maybe learned how to things you didn't know that you needed to know. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. And you can check out lawest.h.io to look at these games and the like. I'll leave a link in the description below. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then,